It was a cold winter evening in Sydney, July 4th, 1975. The city moved like any other night. Cars passed, neon signs flickered, strangers walked past each other without knowing what was about to happen. Inside King's Cross, a woman walked toward a small nightclub called the Carousel Club. Her name was Juanita Nielsen. She was a journalist, an activist, and unknowingly, she was walking toward the last place she would ever be seen. Witnesses later said she entered the building calmly, no signs of fear, no struggle. She told staff she had a meeting, then she disappeared into a back room. She never came out. Her car remained parked outside. Her handbag was never recovered. There was no farewell note, no message, no explanation. At first, police described it as a voluntary disappearance, but those who knew Juanita understood immediately she would never simply vanish. Within days, staff at the club reported something disturbing. They had heard screams, they had seen bloodstains in a back room, and they watched as those stains were quietly cleaned away. No crime scene was sealed, no forensic team arrived in time. Critical hours were lost. Somewhere inside that building, a violent crime had likely taken place, but outside, life in Sydney continued, unaware that a journalist had just vanished without leaving a single trace. And that is where this story truly begins, not with answers, but with silence. Juanita Nielsen was not just another journalist. She came from one of Sydney's wealthiest families. Her grandfather had built one of Australia's largest retail empires, and Juanita grew up surrounded by privilege, security, and opportunity. She could have lived a comfortable life, far away from conflict. She could have avoided controversy entirely, but she chose a different path. Instead of protecting her inheritance, Juanita used it. In the early 1970s, she purchased a small local newspaper in King's Cross. It wasn't influential. It wasn't powerful, but Juanita turned it into something dangerous, a voice. At the time, King's Cross was undergoing massive redevelopment. Property values were rising rapidly, and powerful developers saw an opportunity to make millions. Entire apartment buildings were being emptied. Long-time residents were forced out. Elderly tenants were pressured to leave their homes. Some were offered small payouts, others were threatened. Many simply gave up. Communities that had existed for decades were suddenly being displaced.